go for the summer. When I'm light, boy, got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be a sweet disaster. Deep in my bone, I want your love, love, love. Take off your clothes, clothes, clothes. I want your love, love, love. You drink my rose, rose, rose. I want your love.
Hello Scorpio, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of July 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month for the month of June. So let's see what is in store for you for July. So the first card for representing the present positions or towards the beginning of the month, you have the Five of Clubs. So this Five of Clubs indicates that towards the beginning of the month, you are feeling a bit nervous in some way, possibly because you have a lot in your plate, and also possibly as well that you might get some sort of arguments with some other people around you in your work environments. It looks like that people around you are trying to find like, it's not really like tempting you, but the things that they are trying to have is like they are thinking of how to persuade you in some way to do what they want, but sometimes you don't really have time for that, you know. Like that is something that makes it challenging, because in some way you have also responsibilities and also the things that you want to do, and at the same time the other people are also trying to ask you several different things to do their things instead of yours. So the next card is representing the influence cards. Toward the middle of the month, you have the Ace of Spades. So this Ace of Spades indicates strongly that there will be a sense of renewals in your work environments, even though there might be some conflicts or disagreements with your colleagues, but it looks like that it's gonna be for greater good as well, and therefore you may already knew those things, like you possibly, if you have an ideas or like a new concepts or a new sort of projects that you might be involved in the middle of the month. It looks like that towards the beginning of the month there might be some kind of how to boil down these type of things, how to like brainstorming in some way, but somehow like some of those discussions might also ended up becoming quite a heated argument as well. So try to be moderate and also try to be practical and not really too judgmental and emotional as well. So the next card that you are representing the past positions of your spread, you have the Six of Spades. So this Six of Spades indicates that in the past you may have, again, if you have trying to get on your way and like people have to follow what you want, you may want to take a look on that as well, because possibly in the past you may have several people that are trying to, like you are trying to ask them and do the things for you, and therefore now they are coming back from the past and try to ask you back for favor. And there's a thing that may also indicate with this card as well, as it is like maybe you have changing residence in the past and also changing locations because of possibly new projects that you will be taking on in the month of July. You may already know this, like you already received some kind of informations or plannings ahead of time as well. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learn from the past, you have the Seven of Spades. So in the past, you learn a lot that some of the things that you knew about, like some of the people that may be inside or in your team, might ended up become like an enemy, because somehow you've possibly in the end you possibly find out the truth of the matter. Like you already found out that who were your best friends or who were your enemy, and who are in your side and who are not. So that is something that you possibly learn in the past, because there must be something like betrayal or disappointment with your like in your work environments, and that possibly affected towards your future as well. So the next part is you are representing the things that you need to let go of. You have the Ace of Hearts. So this card actually quite positive. So there might be people that are in your best interest, like giving you a lot of advice, a lot of support in the past. They might have to go out from your life, but possibly because it's also a good things for you and also for them, because there might be some kind of like different agendas here, like between you and the other people. Both of you have totally different ideas on how to achieve the goal that you have, or involve in this kind of projects. So the next card that you are representing the future cards, or towards the end of the month, you have this Five of Spades. So this Five of Spades indicates that, again, another conflicts here in towards the end of the month. But I see there might be possible the conflict that you may be able to avoid. It doesn't really mean that it can be negative things happen towards the end of the month, but it can be something that are challenging. If you may notice that towards in the month of July there might be two eclipses, and within those eclipses there might be a lot of challenges in terms of how to manage your emotions and also how to deal with the quite challenging situations. So the message here is try to be practical towards your approach in every situations in your in your work life especially. So let's see the clarifying card at the bottom of the deck. You have the Nine of Hearts. So yeah, as confirmed with the clarifying cards, that it doesn't have to be negative. Like sometimes in life there might be, in order to achieve a bigger goal, there might be a lot of conflict that you may have to encounter, and this is something that you possibly have to do towards the end of the month as well. But believe in yourself that it can be positive things in the end, because after you solve that problem with the people possibly from the past, they might be also pretend to be your friend, but they are not. But possibly you will be able to bring them together in order to achieve the same goal. And whatever the goal that you want to achieve in your career life, it looks like you will be able to do it, like accomplishing the projects and try to achieve the target and things like that. So as long as you can control your emotions and try to be practical in your approach in every situations in the month of July, you will be able to manage those and become get what you want. Try to be mindful as well, though. With these cards, the opposite can also be true. So try to focus your mind towards a positive thing instead of a negative thing, because if you think about negative, then also something that you possibly will get as well as you wish. So try to be positive, so that positive thing will happen to you rather than negative things. Because when you think negative, then the negative thing will come to you as you wish. So I hope that you have a good month in the month of July, and if you find this reading is helpful, you can also donate to our channels. So thank you also for some of you who already donated in the past and towards our channels, and we're still trying to figure out how to monetize the channels in the future. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy it, and if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe, and see you next month. Thank you.